Okay, so I've put the engine back up on the hoist so I can put the pressure plate and flywheel and all that on now. Pressure plate only goes on one way. So you gotta line up these holes. There's 6 bolts, but they have a specific orientation. Probably get a torque spec on those. Okay, so the torque spec on these is 44 foot-pounds plus a quarter turn. Okay, so then this plate goes onto here like that. Then there's this ring and these 2 ears snap into those holes. But actually that's pretty easy, seeing as how I got it in with just my fingers there. Now we can put the clutch on and then the flywheel. I'm going to put a lot of brake clean on this flywheel because it's got some oil just from shipping and stuff. And it's not going to do much. It's loaded with oil. So you can take your clutch, put it into your flywheel like that. With the Mark II, it's the 2-pin flywheel. The Mark III is a 1-pin flywheel. Although this is a Mark III block, the ABA block, we're using all the clutch components from the Mark II, so it's still a 2-pin flywheel. And then put the flywheel on. Then just get a couple of these started before we align the clutch itself. Alright, I got the car in here. We could probably come a little more forward with this car in a second. You guys stay alright. So we got the engine pretty much mounted up. We got that bolt in the back holding in the transmission. We got the other ones back here all in. Now we just have to put the starter in, and that goes through into this mount, and then we'll have to tighten this nut too. And then the engine will be able to sit freely in the car. We can take the hoist off it. Okay, it's gonna start this time. I'm confident. Okay, so I've got the engine pretty much back in the car. I've got, well, it's all mounted back in here. I've got pretty much all the wiring hooked up, except for a couple minor little things. I haven't been filming all this because it's just the opposite of when I took it out. And I want to keep this video from being too long. But I got the engine afire this morning, so that was really exciting after a long night last night of not getting it to fire. And it was just a timing issue. The way I showed it was the right way to do it. That's how I had it the first time, and then I second-guessed myself and started messing with the flywheel. But with the aftermarket flywheel, I don't know if the markings are incorrect or what the deal with that is. But the way I did it, the way I showed it being done earlier is the correct way. I had to actually mess with it in the car, and then as soon as I did that, it fired right up. Pretty much the first time I turned the key. So now I just got to put some of this front-end stuff on and then the radiator back in, and it'll be good to drive. What do you have to say, Ed?
It's cold.
It is cold as all hell. What do you have to say about the cars we're bringing? Ed just picked up these new wheels. He's stunting in the beam. What do you have to say about this car, though, over here?
She's beautiful.
After all that hard work, what does it decide to do this morning? Not start. So, guess I'm not going to be at UCONN, or the GTI is not going to be at UCONN. It's freezing out here. I'm wearing a winter Eskimo hat. That's how cold it is. Terrible day for a car show, but I guess for a lot of reasons they couldn't change it, which I understand. But GTI is not going to be out there. So, if anyone was hoping to see it, all 20 of you that watched that video, sorry. But this hella fresh beam is going to be out here. Yeah, dude, the sparkles are so nice.
Really beautiful, man. Same S as that what's inside though, just has this 9 under it.
Almost as nice as that Volkswagen behind it. Beautiful R. Okay, so I did have the GTI running. Actually, I drove it about 50 miles or so, and the temp gauge wasn't working, so I replaced this this sensor right here. And when I did that, unfortunately the engine hadn't fully cooled, so coolant sprayed everywhere. After I did that, there was no spark. So I haven't gotten spark yet to the engine. I've messed with a couple things. It's currently not running. I'm kind of tired of just throwing all my money at this thing, so I got to figure that out. I probably have to get a new distributor or something. Maybe I need to replace the coil. I don't know, but I'll figure it out in time. Leave a comment down maybe if you want to help out, got any recommendations of what I should do. But anyway, I did get this thing running. It ran just fine, so that's how you do the full ABA block swap. It's just not running right now because of a stupid error that I made. But I hope you enjoyed this, and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll have a new video up next week. What do you think, Marston? Thumbs up for dogs.